Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Homestead Dan for yet another video. In my last video, I left off by saying that understanding your resources are key. And I was saying how YouTube is a virtual resource. I was also saying that cryptocurrency is a virtual resource and so on and so forth. And I was saying that it's key to understand the resources that you have around you. For me, being out here, mesquite tree is a resource. I don't know if you can see, but a cedar tree is a resource. These are tangible resources that we are in abundance. Also, we have yucca plant, which is a resource. Yucca can be used to make soap because of the sapling. So these are tangible resources that we have here. Tangible meaning that we can actually hold and work with our hands and stuff like that. And so I was saying, in case of government shutdown, in case of some sort of outbreaks, in case of resources not being readily available, conveniently available, comfortably available in stores, it's a good understanding to understand your resource and to utilize resources while you have it, when you have it. I was saying how YouTube is a resource, is a virtual resource. Cryptocurrency is a virtual resource. But the problem with virtual resources is that with the click of a button, if they decide to turn YouTube off or shut it down for whatever reason, well, that resource is now gone. If they decide with the click of a button, because AI is a real thing and their AI is on everybody's cell phones and practically everybody's devices, and AI is always watching. So whenever you put your password in your bank account to see, just how much funds you got in your bank account, AI is watching and has that information. Whenever you go into your crypto wallet, whatever you go to, whether it be Coinbase or whatever, well, AI is watching 100% of the time. And so any information that's on that screen, AI has. So with a click of a button, whenever anybody decides to just shut it down, well, those resources are not available no more. This is why it's good to understand what tangible resources that you have around you, that you are in abundance or rich in. And just because you may not think that it's not valuable to you does not mean that it's not valuable to somebody else. One man's trash is another man's treasure. When I came down here, there's pecan trees for days in Texas. I've never once seen a pecan tree in Illinois, where I lived at least. I was told that there are some towards southern Illinois, but I've never seen it because I live in suburbs of Chicago. And so I never seen a pecan tree until I moved down here in Texas. And there is a lot, it's a lot of pecan trees. We have pecans for days down here. So if anybody wants some pecans, you can hit me up at homesteaddan123@gmail, and maybe we can do some business. I can add you to the interest list and I can inform you when there are pecans available. But anyway, there's pecan trees for days down here. It's so interesting to see how people interact with the pecan trees down here, because a lot of people just let them sit around and they just sit on the ground and just let it rot. And of course, you got your few people who actually value the pecans, and they actually take up, a pecan roller, and they roll up all the pecans, or they take their time to shovel up the pecans and stuff like that. But most people do not value the resource that they have before them because, well, it's common. And unfortunately, that commonness, when you're common or comfortable with something, you don't value it. So I make sure I go and take my time to go pick pecans, because I'm like, man, dang, they don't understand what they have here. They don't understand that going to the north, they don't necessarily have pecan trees in the north like that. That's just not something that we have. So I'm like, they can literally pick up these pecans and sell it to people in the north and so on and so forth, and that's income. But when you don't understand the resources that you have, you're not going to necessarily utilize it. And so oftentimes those resources are overlooked, unfortunately. And so that's why I say to people, look at the resources that you have around you. Look at it and get the understanding that not everybody has what you do. Not everybody do what you do. There are some lifestyles that people are like, man, what? That is unique. We don't do that over here, but that is unique to learn. That is unique to watch. That is unique to whatever, because not everybody does that.